Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Crème Kitchen. Today I'm going to focus on a sandwich, a crispy chicken sandwich with a honey mustard coleslaw. How does that sound? We're going to start with 2 boneless, skinless chicken breasts, and I'm going to show you how I cut them. You want to just kind of put it on its side, and we're going to cut them lengthwise. I always go through the meatier part first. It looks like angel's wings. Kinda. Let's get it done to the other one here. Okay, we have 4 really nice size pieces of chicken. So now at this point, we want to wash our hands because it's chicken. Now we're going to get 2 dishes. One, I'm going to put a buttermilk mixture. Let's put in a 1.5 cups of buttermilk. And then next I want you to add a couple dashes of Cholula hot sauce, or use whatever your favorite hot sauce is. We like this. This is not for heat, it is purely for flavor. And then to our buttermilk mixture, I want you to add a 1/2 teaspoon of Lawry seasoning salt. In our second dish, I want you to get some self-rising flour and put in a 1.5 cups. Self-rising flour basically is all-purpose flour. It's got a little bit of salt and a little bit of baking powder in it. So I like using it for something like this when I need a slight little rise, and then it does the math for me. I don't have to worry about the baking powder. To our flour, I want you to add a teaspoon of garlic salt and a 1/2 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. How does that look? Good? Yeah. Okay. So I lined a cookie sheet here. There is a method to my madness. Get yourself your tongs, and we're going to start by dipping the chicken in our flour mixture, okay? And then we're gonna dip it in our buttermilk. And yes, we're gonna dip it again in our flour. I just kind of press it in there and make sure I get enough on both sides. And then I'm gonna lay it on my cookie sheet, and I'm just going to repeat that whole process with the rest of my chicken. So you can see we've got a lot of buttermilk and flour mixture here. So 4 minimum, but you could do up to 8 if you wanted. So now that we have our chicken nicely coated, what I want you to do is put it in the fridge. Give it at least 20-30 minutes. Makes for a crispier coating.
I want to be in the set. I deserve it.
All right, so for our honey mustard slaw, okay, we're going to start with the honey mustard part of the slaw. So I want you to get Hellmann's mayo. Please get Hellmann's mayo. And I want you to put in your bowl about 3/4 cup. So to this, I want you to add 2 tablespoons of honey. Okay, I always spray, and it lets the honey come out easier. There's 1, 2. To that, a tablespoon of Dijon. To this, I want you to add a little bit of salt and pepper. And then just a teensy-tiny little bit of granulated garlic. I'd say about 1/4 teaspoon. Oh. And this is it. Okay, so let's whisk it, and I'm gonna try it for seasoning. Ava, you have to try it for the camera down and try it. Good. So good, right? Yeah, so I think we're spot on with our seasoning on this. So you know how much I love coleslaw. I love it even better when it's already shredded in a bag. So just get your favorite coleslaw mix, dump it in a bowl, and put your dressing right on top. So once we get this together, it's like stuck to my lipstick. So once we get this together, we're gonna combine it, we're gonna put plastic wrap over it and keep it in the fridge until we're ready to use it. Okay, you guys, I forgot a very important ingredient. Before you put it in the fridge, I want you to put a splash of apple cider vinegar in your slaw. A nice generous splash. And then just stir to combine. At the same time, I'm gonna heat my oil for the chicken, and I'm gonna heat it over a medium to medium high heat. Okay. Into the fridge it goes again. Our chicken has been resting now for about 30 minutes in the refrigerator. So I'm gonna bring it out. Our oil is at 325 degrees and we're gonna start frying. Also, I have my oven set on 200 degrees. I've got a cookie sheet in there with a rack. And what I'm gonna do each time I fry is keep it warm in the oven while we assemble the sandwiches. We've got our chicken ready to go. Make sure when you're frying you don't overcrowd the pan. It's been 3.5 minutes, so let's check our chicken. Beautiful. And now we're gonna let it cook on the other side. We're gonna remove these carefully to our cookie sheet. And then, of course, we're going to lightly sprinkle our kosher salt on top. And we'll keep them in the oven to stay warm. Aren't those beautiful? At the same time, I'm gonna start a griddle so we can toast our brioche slices. Brioche is a nice egg-rich, buttery-rich bread to use. And so when I toast this, you really don't need to add any other butter or anything on top. It'll toast beautifully on its own. Okay, so now we've got all of our components to our sandwich. Beautiful bib lettuce here. So let's grab a couple lettuce leaves, make sure they're clean, and I am going to go grab our coleslaw. I'm gonna slice a little bit of red onion and some garden delicious red tomatoes. Okay, so you wanna grab your bread slices, and on the bottom, put your bib lettuce. On top of that goes your chicken. On top of that goes your cheese. I use deli American cheese. American, all the way. On top of that goes your slaw. Tomato and some onion slices. We cannot forget the pickles. Is this a beautiful sandwich or what? Right? Now, we just need to get some people in here to eat it. We need Luke, we need B and Luke. Calling B and Luke. Lucas! Okay, you guys, I've got a couple of people that just got home from working. Lucas, B, would you like to try the sandwich?
Yes.
Okay. Come on over.
Cheers.
Ready? Cheers. Let's see.
That's good.
So remember to subscribe. Remember to like. Remember to comment, right? You comment all the time, don't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I'll comment back. Thank you again for being in my kitchen.